Winston's condition genetic, and does the baby have a chance of being born with it? Do you get pregnant through IVF?
So what kind of foods have you been craving?
Hey C-Fam, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Mayfam.
I'm Winston.
And we are
the Clements. Swimming today.
Anyway, today's video is it's going to be a nice, juicy, long one. So as you can see, we've got our cups of tea.
Cup of chai.
We're drinking green tea with lemon and honey. Good for the throat, all of that.
Yeah.
So I think this will be out in the evening. So maybe you want to grab your cup of tea.
Yes.
Or, you know, if you're up for something stronger, maybe a glass of wine or fizz, like whatever you're feeling, but grab a drink.
Let's chat. Let's hang out.
Let's chat. Let's enjoy the Q&A. Before we get into the Q&A, you guys reminded us of subscriber of the week, which
yeah, we haven't done it for a couple of weeks.
We haven't done it for ages, and we literally have so many amazing subscribers. There's so many of you guys that are amazing.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to make sure we're recognizing you guys, because sometimes I think, especially now with the pregnancy announcement, a lot of it's picked up, but we genuinely read most of the comments even if we don't get to reply. So we do want to take a moment just to appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and I did pick one. Yeah, so subscriber of the week this week is Pamela Johnson, and this is from the video where we shared our friends and family's reaction to finding out that we're pregnant. And Pamela said, the speech from the sister-in-law, Naomi, was perfectly said. It brought tears to my eyes. The dad's statement after he realised what was going on. This is a life changer. The whole meaning of life is different. No truer words have been spoken. Congratulations. God has blessed your family. I can't wait for the delivery video. So thank you so much, Pamela.
Thanks, Pamela.
Such a sweet comment. You mentioned delivery vlog, which we're also going to get into in this video in the Q&A. So make sure you stay tuned. So.
Stay tuned.
Without further ado, you want to kick us off with question one, babe?
Yes. And we've had an influx of questions, and I think maybe also because of the pregnancy announcement, there's been a lot more. We get a lot of questions anyway.
Yeah.
But we've had a ton this last few weeks. So
these are all actually pregnancy related questions.
Yeah.
So we kind of filtered them from YouTube. I think we did a poll one time, and as well as Instagram and questions that we kind of get. So we tried to kind of compile them together.
Okay, so this one, so it's about craving. So what kind of foods have you been craving?
So actually I don't really think I got any like crazy weird cravings. In the beginning I was really craving mangoes, and then cheeseburgers, like specifically McDonald's cheeseburgers, I think I said that. And then recently I had a craving for boiled egg, which is so strange because I actually have a bit of an intolerance to egg. Like, I can eat them sometimes, but sometimes they just turn my stomach the wrong way. And when I was younger, I literally couldn't eat eggs because they just make me throw
allergy,
up.
Right?
Yeah, and they'd like, you know, give me a rash on my skin. So it was really weird, but one day I just kind of woke up and I had the urge to have boiled eggs. Someone told me it's the I think Diana, my cousin told me this, that it's the Kenyan in the child. So I don't know if boiled eggs are like a Kenyan thing.
I don't know, Kenyans, let us know. I think, we do love a boiled egg from time to time.
Not
me, personally, I'm not crazy about eggs in general.
You're not an egg person.
But I think it is a thing back home.
Yeah. So, my latest craving is boiled eggs. Not on their own, like, usually I have them with, like, breakfast.
How about the churros in the beginning?
Oh, yeah, churros in the beginning. That was the one that you guys, like, called me out for as well. Like, did I know I was pregnant at that point?
I think we knew, but we hadn't told
anyone. Yeah, that was like early, like in the pregnancy, and I didn't even recognize it as a craving. I also had some people, because I think in the last video I talked about how I really am enjoying like slushies and anything ice related, and some people kind of mentioned like, oh, maybe you have an iron deficiency. I don't have an iron deficiency according to my bloods, and it's not like constant, or I don't crave like ice chips. It'll just be like, I think primarily because it's hot anyway, and when you're pregnant you're hot all the time.
It is 91,000 damn degrees.
So I think it was just like a craving for something like cold. Thanks for all the concern and advice, but we are good in the hood. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's the first question. Second question, is Winston's condition genetic, and does the baby have a chance of being born with it?
Yep, so my condition is called osteogenesis imperfecta, and it is genetic. So the way I got it actually was not through genetics, but through what they call a mutation. Just meaning that nobody in my family or nobody connected to me that we know has had it. But now because I've had osteogenesis, it means that there is a chance that I could pass it on. And I guess that's one of the things that maybe played on our minds when we're thinking about starting a family, having a kid, and those kind of things. But honestly, like, I think where I'm at now is I believe we serve a God that is bigger than genetics, that is bigger than probabilities, because in theory, you know, there's always a chance that, you know, you could have a child who has some form of illness.
And anyone, regardless of genes, regardless of your health.
Exactly. There's always, you know, it was exactly the same for my parents. You know, nobody in our family had osteogenesis, and then, you know, they were blessed with a child, but a child who had osteogenesis. So I think because children are a gift from God, you know, we just continue to pray for a healthy baby, and we continue to expect a healthy baby, one who live a full life, with no pain and no suffering, and we know that's what it's going to be. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And yeah, just to kind of echo that, I think I saw different variations of this questions, like, do you have any fears around it? Like Winston said, it is a possibility because it can be passed down genetically. And of course, like you said, like, we want a healthy baby, like that's the priority for us. But I think beyond that, like, my priority is that we have a child that lives a full life and lives the life that God intended for them to live, regardless of the condition of that child. And you know, our belief is really that we're the parents of this child, but also we're just guardians to God's purpose and a bigger thing that He's trying to do. Like, we're open, and as well as like trusting God. And so far every test has been like positive, clear, like baby's in really good health. But that's our kind of stance on it. So the next
Shall I read the next? Do you want a boy or a girl?
Well, I think we've kind of touched on this, so you guys may know where we stand. I mean, anyway, like, just to be clear, like, again, and I know everyone kind of says this, but our priority is a healthy baby, regardless of if it's a boy or a girl. It's a blessing. However, I think it's a girl, and I also would be like, it would just be so cute if it was a girl, like, because I think I'm quite girly, like, in the sense that, like, I like doing like self-care stuff and cute things, so I think it would just be adorable, like, to raise like a girl who's into that as well. Even if she's not, it'd just be really cute, and she'll be our eldest too, so I feel like we'll kind of have that like besties dynamic. But also a boy would be amazing as well. Like, I feel like that bond, like that mother and son bond, is like nothing else as well. So I'm really open, but I think I picture a girl more.
Oh, now you picture a girl.
Now I've been having dreams of girls though, so that's also my new confirmation.
I'm the same as well. I think initially I thought it was twins. I don't know why.
You were like strong on the twins.
I really felt twins. I think there was even a time when we saw a double rainbow, and I was like, that's it. That's a sign. We even took a picture. Sign.
And also, I'm a twin.
And you're a twin as well. So I was like, this is God saying something. But the sonogram said something different. So I think initially I thought twins, and then I thought, if it's not twins, I think it's a boy. But I'm not too attached. I'd love a girl as well.
I think you'd make such a good girl dad.
Yeah, I think so too. So I'm easy. Happy, healthy baby, boy or girl. Not too fast.
I feel like you cannot be mad at all, like, when you're having like...
There's no way like any of those outcomes would be disappointing.
No way. Me. So boy or girl, we're happy. Okay, next question. Related to gender again. Will you find out the gender beforehand?
Short answer, no. I mean, we're gonna do.
When he says something you're not expecting, we are finding out the gender.
No, as in before
the baby's born.
Oh, okay.
Then it was like, I was like,
No.
we talked about this. We're really planning a whole gender reveal party.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a gender reveal, is what I meant. You know when you say no, but you mean yes.
Short answer, no.
So we're gonna be having a gender reveal sometime over the next few weeks,
Yeah.
I guess. I think that'll be cool, and that will be a special occasion. I also do like maybe this is what I was thinking about when I answered so quick. I think we also do kind of like the idea of not knowing, because, you know, there's one of my cousins, Fiona, she did that, and she discovered, you know, the gender of her baby at birth, which I think is really cool. So maybe we'll save that for, you know, a future baby.
Yeah.
But for baby number one, we're gonna be finding out and sharing it with all of you in the next few weeks.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, now that you kind of like say it, and we do have like a gender reveal party that we're planning.
Cancel it.
But do you know what? I would be so open to like I don't know, like if I kind of like just got like a feeling or like a prompt from the Holy Spirit that like, no, don't find out the gender. I would be so open to not. Like, I can't think of why not, but also, I don't know, I'm kind
Keep
of...
it open. I mean, the Holy Spirit, speak to us.
Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, how precious would it be to like, the first time you actually see the baby, that's when it's like, oh my gosh, it's a girl. And that's when you officially have the name. One of the reasons I would want to know the gender is so that we can start referring to the baby by name before they're born, and obviously before you know the gender. The name depends on the gender. In most cases, in our case it does. So yeah, I don't know. So far, yes, at a gender reveal party, but good change. My question next. So, did you get pregnant through IVF? And I just want to state with this, like, this question was asked in more explicit ways than this, and we are going to answer it, but I also want to make something clear as well before we answer it. Fertility is a very sensitive topic for a lot of people, and I think people tend to have a picture of what fertility looks like or what infertility looks like. And I think disability, when one or more parties has a disability, people tend to label that as like, oh, they must have trouble conceiving.
Yep.
Which is neither here or there, but I just want people to recognize how it can be unhelpful, and we kind of have those stereotypes or pictures of who fits the bill for infertility and fertility, because it makes it even more of a taboo subject, right? So that people who actually do need help to conceive maybe don't feel like they can come forwards, because there's this picture of like, oh, I don't fit that picture. And also this is just part of a wider conversation around our views in terms of society on disability and ableism. Yeah, so I think it's an important topic, and again, like, I think many people ask this question like just in good faith, out of like curiosity, but it's also important to understand that we really have to be careful about where our curiosity slips into ableism, because it very often does. So yeah, we're going to answer that question, but if your question kind of goes beyond that, and I've seen people ask that, what positions, how is it possible? We're not going to answer that, because we would never ask a stranger. I would never ask someone that I know like those explicit questions. So hopefully that kind of same respect can be extended to us.
Yeah. Furthermore, you would never ask, a close friend or
like
a
what
relative
position did you get pregnant? Like that's just it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, and we've spoken about intimacy at length. We've created video. Answering those questions from our dynamic, because we appreciate like genuine curiosity. But yeah, like it's to your point. We've already shared the resources, answered that question. So for you to then come back with your ableism or your suggestion that disability is somehow always tied to infertility, is just it's just wrong at the very least, and potentially offensive.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah, IVF. No. Short answer, no.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like, we're pretty open on this channel, so we would tell you if it was. There's nothing wrong with IVF. It's an amazing tool that's helped a lot of people to conceive, but that's just not our story.
It's not our experience.
So we did the thing and we made a baby.
Actually, which links nicely to the next question. Was this your first time trying to conceive?
Well.
So yeah, so I think we spoke a bit about, in terms of like contraception. I think it's how we found out we were pregnant. I think it was that video, and in that video we spoke about how we decided not to go on any hard contraceptions.
Yeah.
So you were not on the pill.
Any hormonal contraception. Yeah.
And we were doing more, I guess, natural cycle.
Family planning.
Yeah. And so yeah, it's a tricky one to answer because it's not like we were not trying.
Yeah.
I think we had a plan in our mind. So maybe the place to start is we had a plan for when we thought we wanted to start officially trying.
Yeah.
Which was like May of 2021.
Which is when we conceived.
But actually that's when we conceived, just by doing what we'd always done all along. Kind of.
Okay, so we're getting ourselves into a puddle here. So yeah, like my husband said, like, I have never been on any form of hormonal contraception, but we have been using natural family planning. So I use an app called Natural Cycles, and it basically tests. You take your temperature every morning, and it tells you whether you're ovulating or not. When you're ovulating, there's a chance that you could get pregnant. When you're not ovulating, there's a very low chance that you could get pregnant. And I was using that like pretty consistently, like in the beginning, and on the days that I was ovulating, we would just take another precaution, because we weren't ready to conceive yet. But then I think later we made the decision that we were going to start trying in May. So basically, like, from May, that's when we were like less stringent on cool, like, if I'm ovulating, we use another form of protection. So basically, I don't even know if we were really trying. Like, at that point, May was when we were going to start trying, and it reached May and we were pregnant, basically. But it wasn't like I came off of like a hormonal contraception, and then like we started trying and we were counting. If that kind of
so I guess short answer is, was this your first time trying to conceive? Yeah, short answer is yes.
Yeah, short answer yes, because that was the month that we like put down that we were going to try and conceive, and that's when I wasn't using the natural family planning.
And I think this links, we probably covered off the next question, which was the pregnancy planned or a surprise? How long did you try for? So I think that's kind of covered by that previous one. Anything to add?
Basically, it was a surprise in the sense that we hadn't been trying or anything like that. So I wasn't taking loads of pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
But not a surprise, because obviously, like, if you're doing what you need to do and you're not using protection, there's always a chance that you could get pregnant.
I think it was a surprise more from a like appreciating how much our family will change.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
In the coming months and years. More from that perspective, rather than, we did the thing and now this has happened.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I think it was a surprise in the sense that, like, you literally don't know, like, how long it's going to take you to conceive. So I think mentally, we said May because we were mentally prepared for, okay, cool, if it takes longer, if it takes a few months, if it takes 6 months, if it takes up to a year. Yeah,
because we have friends, other couples who,
tried for longer.
Some of them are still praying for that miracle. So
we
know it can take different lengths of time.
Exactly. And again, it's no respecter of person. So we were like, we knew that could be a possibility. So maybe surprised in the sense that, like, by the grace of God, like, it happened fairly easily, like, for us. And again, I want to say that lightly because I don't want to be insensitive of anyone who is in that position where they're trying. But yeah, that's just our story.
Okay, so we're going to do one more question and then we'll do a part 2 next week because there's
so many questions
that we didn't get to and we don't want to make this too long. So, will you be doing a birth vlog? They're quite popular nowadays.
They are very popular. And I really like the idea of them also because since I found out I was pregnant, I have been watching so many birth vlogs, and I think it's just so precious, like the moment where you see like, you know, the baby put onto like the mommy's chest. So for us, I think we will be capturing the birth in some way, whether that's by pictures or a video.
Yeah.
However, I don't think it will be put on YouTube. In fact, like I'm 90% sure, if not 99% sure, that will be put on YouTube, just because one, I think it's a very, very private moment, and as much as like we love being on YouTube and we love sharing with you guys, I think it is important as well that we have our lines where we're like, actually, that's for us. And I just think giving birth is one of those things. Like, I don't think
it's a very intimate moment, isn't it?
I don't think there's many more intimate things that you can do than give birth.
Yeah.
And also, like, for me, I'm really, like, my priority, we'll talk more about the kind of birth that we're planning in the next Q&A because there's a question. But my priority with the birth is just being totally kind of just in a place of trusting God and trusting what my body can do. And in a place of like focus and calm, really. And I think just kind of like with a camera there, or kind of knowing that's going to be on YouTube for however many people to see, it adds a bit of a distraction. So basically, yeah, we are probably going to capture the moment. Probably won't be on YouTube, but I think we'll do something like our birth story.
I think we're still going to be open about it and share it and answer questions.
Yeah.
But I think while protecting the memory of that occasion.
For us, definitely.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like everything on YouTube, I always filter it through the lens of like, would I feel okay if my child kind of like saw this later?
Yeah, true.
And I don't know if like my child would want to see their mum like giving birth. I don't know.
Oh, they might, but
and it's just intimate because even like in a hospital room, like there's only like a few people that you kind of want, so it feels kind of like inviting like whoever into that sacred space, which I'm just not prepared to do. We're not prepared to do. So yeah, we shall see you guys in part 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, make sure you subscribe and also comment, give us a like, and share this if you found something useful.
Yep. Bye, Sifa.